What is up, guys? Visions2V here, and welcome to our first StoryTime Sunday. As y'all can see in the title, yes, I got finished on Valentine's Day. It happens. And for those of you who are confused on what finished means, finished is basically you getting hoed, or you getting beat up, or you getting embarrassed, or you feeling terrible. That's what finish means. So let's get into the story. This all happened in the 3rd grade. And I know it did something to me because I do not remember nothing from my childhood. I don't remember anything, but I remember this story. So basically, I had a crush on this girl named, let me use a fake name, Bailey, for about 1.5 years. I met her in grade 2, and I had a crush on her the whole year, and I also had a crush on her in grade 3. In grade 2, we were in the same class, but in grade 3, we got separated, so we were no longer in the same class. But I still saw her in the hallway, and I still liked her, and yeah, so Valentine's Day was coming up, and I just remember that's when I really started my Disney Channel binge. I was watching all the Disney Channel shows, all the Cartoon Network shows, all the Nickelodeon shows, and I wanted her to know I liked her. I just wanted her to know, and I was finna make it happen. So I had to come up with a plan to get her to know that I wanted her to be my Valentine. But there was one thing though. She wasn't really the most social person. Whenever you saw her, she was either reading a book or she was with 1 or 2 of her friends. She wasn't really talking to people. So basically, I had to turn into Shikamaru and come up with a plan to get her to know that I wanted her to be my Valentine. I couldn't just ask anybody to tell her for me that I wanted her to be my Valentine, because I wasn't gonna tell her. I definitely wasn't gonna tell her. And for those of you who are judging me, come on. It was grade 3. Who in grade 3 or 4, 5, even 6, 7, not 8, maybe 8, who never told somebody to tell someone that they liked them for them? Come on. I know I'm not the only one. But the thing was, I couldn't just ask anybody to go up and tell her that I wanted her to be my Valentine, because she didn't really talk to people. But luckily, I had a friend named Chris. And Chris wasn't really popular, but he was the type of guy that if he goes and he talks to you, like, you would talk to him. He knew everybody mostly. He would talk to everybody. He was social like that. So I had to get Chris to talk to Bailey for me. But I couldn't exactly trust this nigga Chris. Chris was the type of guy, if you tell him to tell a girl that you want that girl to be your Valentine, he would go do it, but he would tell that girl that you want her to be your Valentine and that you sent him to tell her that. So basically, I had to Jedi mind trick this nigga. I told him that I wanted Bailey to be my Valentine, but I also told him at the end, do not tell Bailey. I knew this nigga was finna tell her, but as long as I told him not to tell her, I couldn't get exposed. And he did not disappoint. He literally told her the day after I told him. But the thing was, he still almost exposed my ass. You know how when we were younger, after recess, when we get in the line and then we go back inside, this nigga was with Emily, and they were like maybe 2 or 3 kids ahead of me. And I saw this guy tell her. He was literally right there. I basically had to be like, but he did his job. He told her that I wanted her to be my Valentine. So all I had to do was wait. She didn't come up to me that day, so I knew on Valentine's Day, it was finna go down. Y'all know the night before the first day of school back in the day, how you couldn't sleep? That was me. The whole night. I maybe slept an hour. So here it was, Valentine's Day. Woo! I was hyped. I was amped. I just knew that there's no way I was getting rejected. If she was waiting for Valentine's Day to come talk to me, it was gonna go down. So I got to school, you know, got off the buses. We kind of gave each other a look, you know. She gave me a look. I couldn't really give her a look, because if I gave her the look, she would know that I sent Chris to talk to her for me. So I kind of gave her like a look, but also I gave her like a confused look. So the lunchtime recess comes, and it was like I had, you know Spider-Man, how he has those senses? I had that sense. I had that intuition, that feeling that she was gonna talk to me right before we went outside. So as everybody's going outside, this was kind of weird. I was kind of walking in slow motion. Like I was walking like in super slow motion. I did not see her, she was nowhere in sight, but I just knew she was gonna come right here, right now. Honest to God, I just knew it. So I just started walking in slow motion. Everybody was going outside, everybody. I was the only one that was still indoors, literally walking in slow motion. And as I suspected, here she comes walking down the stairs. And I see her from the corner of my eye, but I can't look at her. But I kind of stop like walking and I'm just standing there. So I look kind of weird, but who cares? I was in the moment. So she's getting closer and closer and closer. And I'm telling you, it felt like 10 minutes when it was like 5 seconds. So it's the moment of truth. I'm there, awkwardly, not moving. She's walking towards me. So she comes up, she walks towards me, and she taps me on my shoulder. She taps me, I turn around with a big smile on my face, and she says, I will never, ever, ever be your Valentine. Slaps me with her glove. I repeat, she said, I will never, ever, ever be your Valentine, and she slaps me, slap, yes, slaps me with her glove. The craziest part about this story is she literally slapped me with her glove, goes outside, and then I go outside with her. Like, I did not process what happened until like a few years later. Like, that literally happened, and then I literally just went outside. Like, literally, I didn't process nothing until maybe grade 6 or grade 7 or grade 8. I can't remember when, but I did not process it at the moment, and I never told a soul. And now that I'm thinking about it, there's no way that she did that because Chris told her that I wanted her to be my Valentine. That nigga set me up. I never asked him, I never talked to him about it, but he must have said something. Because for her to do that to me, with her personality trait, it made no sense. Like, he must have told her something. I don't know what he told her, and I'm not gonna ask him. I don't care, I don't wanna know. That's out of my brain. It is what it is. And another weird thing is, we also became good friends a few years later. And she also fell in love with my best friend. But anyway, if you guys made it to the end of the video, make sure to smash a like on the video, comment on the video. Even if you didn't like it, comment on the video. And if you have a weird Valentine's Day experience, comment that on the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. The links are down below. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.